Yo, what's up guys, AJC Noob Gamer here, and guys, in today's video, we're gonna go through the NBA 2K20 wish list that your boy AJC Noob Gamer has, alright? So we're gonna go through everything when it comes to park gameplay, my team gameplay, you know, visuals in my park, and other stuff in my team. So guys, in today's video, that's what we're gonna be talking about. I'm just gonna give my suggestions on what they think they need to do in order to make this game one of the best 2Ks out there, alright? They did a really good job with 2K19, but guys, I think 2K20 can be the best 2K we have seen. All right, you know, I think they have it in them. It has great potential, especially with 2K19, and you know, 2K20 is just around the corner. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. But before we get today's video, guys, it means the world. You can subscribe to the channel, hit that red button down below, leave a like rating on this video, and turn on that bell for notifications, so when I upload, you get notified straight away. All right, but guys, before we get into this, just want to say, if you have any like suggestions or anything like that, leave them in the comments below. If you got any opinions on what you think of my suggestions, you know, make sure you leave them down in the comments, guys. I love hearing from you. But besides that, let's get into the video, and let's start with wish list number one. All right, I got some of the ideas for you. All right, so first off, what I want to talk about is the microtransactions. Everyone in the 2K community has been like totally against the microtransactions in the game, and you know, I somewhat agree with you. Okay, I see how it can be hella expensive to pay for, you know, an extra $60, let's say, to get the game, $70, and then you pay an extra 80 or 100 just to get your my player up. So I do understand that. So 2K, I really think you should be able to maximize your player at a cheaper rate, or make the game cheaper, or even free, and you know, just have the microtransactions of paying to get your my player up still in the game. All right, it's up to you, but guys, I really do feel like 2K really needs to address this, because you know, if you're paying $80 for a game, $70, and then you're paying another 80 to 100 just to, you know, get your my player to an 85, that's literally almost $200 down the drain just like that. Okay, and you know, you don't even know if you're gonna stick with that build, you don't know if you're gonna keep it. So I understand how microtransactions can be a problem. So guys, or just 2K in general, make sure you look at this, and that's what I want for 2K moving forward. I want it to be a game that's also affordable for everyone, because yeah, everyone deserves to play it, and that's why it's called E for everyone. All right, you know what I mean? All right, let's get into the next topic. Alright guys, so the next topic we're going to talk about is archetypes. I know a lot of people have been, you know, somewhat disagreeing whether they should keep archetypes, whether they should go back to 2K16 with the whole balance outside, inside. But in my personal opinion, guys, or what I also think, archetypes are not going to go anywhere. They're probably going to be in next year's 2K, so we're going to have to deal with it. But what I can see, or what I would want for archetypes, instead of having a primary and secondary, why don't you just have two, and you can, like, I guess there's like a bar where you can show the percentage of how much of each archetype you want. All right, so let's say I choose a pure sharpshooter and a shot creator. All right, so instead of having you know, a sharpshooting primary and then shot creating secondary, let's say I want a 35%, you know, sharpshooter, and then also 65% when it comes to the shot creating. So you know, I think like what 2K should add to make it somewhat creative, you can add like this bar that can choose between which one you're more lenient towards, whether you want more of like primary like sharpshooting in your build, or if you want shot creating, or if you want defending and stuff like that. Because you know, when you make it that, you know, you can have one primary and one secondary, of course the secondary isn't your most dominant you know, build when it comes to your overall build, so it'd be good just to see something like that, so you can also balance the two. So if you want like a mixture of like a perfect 50% mixture of sharpshooting and shot creating, we could see something like that, and you know, that could also be an overpowering build. But guys, I think that would be great to also mix builds a bit, and you know, to add that bit of difference, so you know, you don't always see the same builds, and you don't always go up against pure stretch forwards, you don't always go up against lockdown defenders and stuff like that. I think that could be a really creative way on how to like go against archetypes, and really expand on how archetypes are, so there's not too many people using the same archetypes all the time and just dominating on the 2s and 3s. All right, so the next topic we're going to talk about is kind of two at the same, but we're going to talk about higher rep in park games, guys. I feel like 2K should really add more park rep, because no one wants to play my career. All right, no one wants to play that. It is so boring, and you know, 90% or pretty much 99% of the 2K community doesn't make a my career to play like my career. Okay, they do it to play park. They want to like dominate, kill it in the park, go to the stage, whatever. So I feel like there needs to be a higher rep season when it comes to park games. All right, if you want to share it in the next video, all you have to do is comment anything down below, or if you want something easy to comment down 2K20, and turn on that bell for notifications. So those 2 things, guys, and you can be in the running to win a shout out in the next video. It doesn't need to be the same as my career, but you should be able to grind your player in Park just as well as you could in my career. Alright, I feel like that should be the case, guys, because yeah, it just really bores a person. And you have people out here trying to just, you know, pay grinders and stuff like that to grind their like player all the way to 94, 95, whatever, because yeah, no one wants to play my career all day, guys. It's super boring, but a lot of people can play 8,000, 9,000 games of Park. So 2K, you should really look at trying to get a higher rep system when it comes to Park games and even Pro-Am and Rec, because, you know, that's where, you know, us as a 2K community, we want to be repping our players up in there, okay, because that's where we want to be playing the most, and it can attract more people doing that. All right, it'll keep people more invested, and it keeps people more motivated, especially with that grind to 99. We know how hard it gets, and no one's gonna want to do it doing my career, guys. So, you know, I can see it really working well in Park, giving it a higher rep, and even in Pro-Am and Rec. But guys, let's get into the next topic after that one. So the next thing I want to talk about is glitches, okay? Specifically the glitch of the D-padding glitch. If you guys don't know what that is, it's when, you know, people go like left and right and kind of like zigzag with their player by pushing down on the D-pad. It causes a lot of players to be able to get open faster than they should. So you got pure stretch 4s pretty much the same quickness as like a point guard, okay? It's absolutely ridiculous. It's unguardable, guys. It really can't be guarded, and I feel like they should take that out of the game. You know, 2K as a whole can take out VC glitches the day after. They can take out badge glitches the day after, but they don't want to take out this D-padding glitch. It's kind of like ironic, or it's kind of just like, what's happening, 2K? Clearly, they don't care about it too much to take it out of the game, which I feel they really need to start buckling down on, because if they're able to fix the VC glitch or able to patch it in one day, then I'm pretty sure taking this D-pad glitch or even taking pushing out isn't just as hard, okay? Even pushing, guys, it took ages for pushing to get out, and finally once it got out, everything became so much better. But just 2K taking so long shows that they're not really caring too much. As long as they're not losing money, that's all they care about. So we really need to see a shift in that to get rid of all these glitches that are actually affecting the gameplay. All right, so this is a bit of a popular topic with the whole of like Park rep. All right, a lot of people don't like to be elite 3s because they don't get any games, and a lot of people don't like to be amateur 1s because they don't get games either. So we're seeming to find like a bit of a like uneven balance with this. So what my suggestion is to like include like different neighborhoods that's ranked and unranked. Okay, so you should have a Park where you can kind of just play around with whoever is there. You know, no ranking. If you lose, it doesn't matter. If you win, it doesn't matter either way. And then you should also add in like a neighborhood where ranked is possible, okay? And this, you can also add leaderboards and stuff like that, which would be great for the community and like add that sense of competitiveness. But I really think you should have the two and separate the two, because it has a lot of people not wanting to play, you know, elite 3s, elite 2s, especially if you're like a pro or an amateur, because you don't want to ruin your record and you don't want to go down in like Park rep. So guys, like 2K basically, I really think you should add a ranked and unranked system where, you know, in one neighborhood you can get ranked, and if you lose you drop a rank, but if you like win games then you can go up a rank. And then another Park where you kind of just playing around, it doesn't really matter, it's not going to affect anything, and you can just goof around and just play 2K. But guys, I really think they should add that. Agent has been talking about that for a while, and I think it's one of the best ideas I have ever heard when it comes to 2K20. So guys, or like, yeah, guys, make sure you like let 2K know, tweet at LD2K, and let them know we want something like this, because I feel like it would really help the 2K community and get everyone more games. So the next two like topics we're going to talk about are two things that I don't think is a necessity to add in 2K, but I feel would be great to have, and would just make the game more of a better experience for everyone. Okay, so first one I have is private parks. So private parks I feel like should be a great thing, where, you know, if you want to play with your friends, if you got like 6 people on, you want to play 3v3 just back and forth, you should be able to do that on your private park. Now Agent has talked about this before as well, and he mentioned it to Ronnie and stuff like that, and they said, oh, like, we don't have the power to do it from, you know, the consumer end, but only from like the developers end. So what I suggest is just kind of fix the mycourt. Now, the mycourt's a bit of a tough place because a lot of people get lagged in the mycourt if it's not your mycourt, and also I think the difficulty is different. So if you can't do the private parks, which I feel is probably one of the best ideas to ever have, maybe just fix mycourt where you don't have all these issues, and you pretty much make the mycourt like a version of a private park. So that's one of the suggestions I have, and is also a suggestion Agent gave. But my second suggestion is something that I would say I came up with, but I just thought of and I think is great. So if you guys don't know, Fortnite has a mode called theater mode. I think it's called theater mode, where you can basically just look at your gameplay at different angles, so you can move the camera around. And I feel like this would be great for creators or even just YouTubers in general, to get a better angle of their highlights, you know, whether it's from the baseline, from like sky view, or from the side, like wherever it is, get close-ups. I think this would be a really great option for 2K. Okay, theater mode would be great for YouTubers, but not even like non-YouTubers. People just like to make mixtapes. It gives them, you know, it makes it fun. You know, they like to send it to their friends, whatever. But I know theater mode would be a great thing to have in 2K, because yeah, it would just make the game more exciting and give you that opportunity to kind of just play around with footage. So guys, we are coming to the end of the video, and you know, the last wish list I have, the last thing I wish for in 2K20 is to be able to transfer clothing or transfer dribble moves into your other my players. Okay, if you guys don't know, if you, let's say you buy a gray shirt for your like playmaking shot, okay, you can't put that on your pure shot creator build. You have to go rebuy that gray shirt. Now guys, I don't think like that should be the case. If you bought it once, it should be able to be like worn by, you know, every single player that you have. And even with dribble moves, I have to always rebuy dribble moves when I'm making new build, or you gotta buy rebuy like shoes and shirts and whatever. But I feel like that stuff should just be transferred onto your other accounts. Like once you paid for it, you've paid for it. Because yeah, I just find it really slack, especially when you buy big ticket items. Like I remember when the durags were coming out, you know, I bought like a bunch of them, but then it was with a build that I barely used, and I wasn't able to use it on like the new build that I kind of made my main build, which was my playmaking shot creator. So guys, I feel like transferring clothing should be kind of like, it's somewhat of a top topic to bring up, because you know, everyone wants to look fresh out there. No one wants to look like they're just in their like gray shirt or their brown shirt and just gray pants. Okay, so I feel like that is a great thing to add into 2K. Makes it easier and just makes it more fun for you to be able to not like stress about getting VC all the time. But guys, that was the last wish list I had, or the last wish I had for 2K20. So let's get into the shout outs, because I've been waiting for it. So quick shout out to Hunter Reardon, Conrad Aguna Kemp, Salvador Lupercio, Charlie Fenig, Ty Tony, Frosty Boy, Dre Butler, HSO Trap God, Anthony Wu, Anime God, Exotic B614, Apple Bob 1 Oof for calling my last video. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you all. Alright guys, like I always say, if you are a noob gamer like me and you love me 2K19, this is the channel for you. So in the world, you can subscribe to the channel, hit that red button down below, or you guys can click on DP, it's right here. Or if you want, you can watch the latest videos right here in the square box. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Hope you did enjoy. Guys, just have a great rest of the week, and I'll definitely see you tomorrow. And bye guys.